Hey guys, good morning. Vampire Elite reporting in. We are here with our End Times Couronne campaign. Is it part 11 now? 139 turns in. Still on the first wave of Rise of Chaos. The second wave is imminent, and Arcane should be around in about 20 turns, give or take. We're fighting them all around, plus Dark Elves. Yoo-hoo! Elich? Why do you guys put T in my name? Somebody sent me this message, something like this, the other day. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, copy. There you go. Was that you, Frack? But I've seen numerous people put a T in my name. If we sack this, they might not occupy it, but we're gonna be stuck in zone of control in a bad spot here. Oh my god, what is this interface volume sound? I'm gonna go deaf. Cause of half my headaches is this interface volume sound. Interface sound volume. Why can I fix such a simple issue? Yoo-hoo! Hey, cancel. Hey, guys. What the shit? God damn.
Lord of Waitonia! Honor awaits! I am your man! Hail!
Power of the lady!
My blade is yours! Faith is my armor!
We had a couple of battles against Dark Elves with this army. This army is on its last legs. The Dark Elves are numerous. They're more trained in the Chaos right now to ult on.
Trample them! Wreck them! Pegasus Knights! For the king! What? Attack!
My lady brought me your sight. I serve the lady.
Funny thing is, if you click it while live room is still active, you don't get some live room sometimes. Very strange.
Pure heart! Bretonia needs me! On to glory!
These guys have 138 charge, and they can have even more. It's upgraded arc shooting.
In the light of the lady.
Maybe it's a second that you don't see. Something is causing it. These paladins are immortal, including the Lord and the Damsel. But this army will not last much longer. We can't really afford another high quality army, but we could afford this similar army back with a couple of quality units.
Oh my god!
Thank you, English Cake.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
Tama asked me, are you going to play in the Rome 2 Esports League? That sounds like a TV show. Who's getting that? Netflix?
Honor
Very
and
well.
glory!
I go.
Amazon? This is actually not a bad one. 10 fizz resist and 15% more battle loot.
Very well.
We have defended Wolf's Anvil, destroyed most of these armies here. But I feel like we should just keep aggro here as long as we can with this army, until this army gets destroyed.
This will fail. No.
It's not gonna last much longer though. We need to do just a little bit damage on Cult of Pleasure. The Dark Elves were so relentless on ult 1. What do we have here? Rank 6. They both have a Grail WoW. A little more attack here.
Light of the lady.
There's no wave yet. This is the last two Chaos armies. They staying alive is a good thing. It's a good thing.
A king stands with you.
Okay, let's land into the Chaos Wastes and do this battle. Get some battle loot. Get some trades.
Are yours.
Shrews has to stay here, otherwise Dark Elves will take over Ulton.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Thank you, Wish Cake.
Holy shit. What the hell?
Very well, I go.
The only reason why Dark Elves have not taken over Ult 1 is because Shield Wizard arrived in to defend them. We got a little bit of foothold here, and we had two decent armies. One a very good army, one decent. These two are just basically garrisons and more presence. This army is really cheap, only 330 per turn. Can't even call it an army, just extra for level up and more items and public order control.
If what you seek is for the greater good, my sword is yours.
He recovered most of the military, but will this be enough to finally get an edge? He's been recovering military, but he just kept losing to Malekith with a Sword of Cain. I mean, that makes sense, of course. Once the Dark Elves got a foothold on Ulton, it's very hard for the High Elves to survive. They just overrun the whole place, especially with the Sword of Cain. Even with us here, it's been they've been slowly losing.
Protector of the realm.
Noble son of Bretonia.
My
Okay,
reputation.
Scott will be clearing some trash here.
True knight of Bretonia.
Defender of the weak.
Cervantes needs a pledge to chivalry.
To the yard, man.
Protector of the realm. Death to the enemy. Ever faithful.
We might have a moment to put him in the army, huh?
My legend inspires.
Do you know who I
We
am?
do. Nice. We get extra movement range bonuses like campaign effect granted by the playing Couronne, and other various stuff like traits, for example, and follower.
Taking my lead.
This faction has additional 10% campaign movement range for all characters. That's pretty much their primary faction effect. It's the overall faction effect of this faction is not good, but all characters having 10% more campaign movement range helps. It's always better to have more movement range than less, even if most of this movement range might get wasted most turns. For example, this case with this move would not be possible if we didn't have 10% more movement range. Most lords also got Kislev Cossars for additional 7%, which you gain in Kislev area when leveling characters. We do have extra 10% also from the questing WoW, and extra 10% from the Route Marcher, which gives us very good movement range. Scott is also Crusader, which means his additional 10%. So we get 47% more movement range on Scott currently, with not counting Silex 52 and Taskmaster 55%. You can get additional 20% from Tic Tac Toe and Lone Wolf, although Lone Wolf has not been working for a while. We don't know how it really works anymore. So there are still two more traits for additional 10% each, to a total of plus 75% movement.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
This is a very strong army. We just need to make sure that they don't land here.
I await.
There's a bit problem
lady,
building up here.
honor
The Dark Elves are starting to invade here as well.
No way.
We also need to get some disciplined damsels.
Damsel.
For army like this should have a disciplined damsel
Reputation precedes me.
for the max attack buff and leadership. It does help a little bit also with auto resolve.
The Empire.
Can't believe the Dark Elves are
Hail
going
to
so
Leoncourt.
aggro here.
How can the Empire aid you in such evil times? Disagree with that?
We need to make sure this happens, huh?
A fool's action.
No, this will happen. This will happen.
Right?
Okay,
By the
now we're gonna have to deal with the Dark Elves as well. They joined the war, but they were all the war with Cult of Pleasure. There's a plague spreading here as well, so Scott is gonna have to stay here. Our money is looking not very good. We may need to keep some positive one and not rebuild Roman's army. We have 3 very strong armies. We need more lands if we want to get more. We've been all over the place. We have Sartosa, Lucini, Stalia, Akendorf. We have the North Mountains, Marienburg, Arnau, Forest of Arden, Couronne, Albion. We have even lands in 3 provinces in Ultuan. We have Behafen, Prague, so you can see we're all over the place. But what we are really lacking is a couple of, few more provinces like Stalia. That's what we're really lacking for economy. We are currently really relying on trade. Look at that, over 10,000. And as Chaos keeps invading, we're gonna be losing trade. So we can, with this economy, we can definitely afford 3 really strong armies, like Lewin's army. 28.5 thousand taxes. Brittany has really high taxes because of the farming income. But if you're gonna be getting more armies like this,
Who calls?
we need more lands. This is like standard cost for a top tier Bretonnian army, 8,400. Scotty 1 is more expensive, but you don't need this many hippogriffs in the army. Half of these hippogriffs could be other mix of cavalry or more paladins.
True Bretonnian.
Unlocked several more paladin slots. Paladins are really powerful, and we should be trying to unlock as many as possible as usual. For some reason they do not gain the bonus from Chivalrous. All lords start with a questing vow. This should be all lords and heroes. All lords and paladins, all characters. This should be all characters. The fact that paladins don't start with a questing vow is a huge inconvenience. And it does not make sense when you have chivalry. So this is a little bit tedious to always get this to going, even as you're recruiting higher rank paladins. All characters should start with these 2 vows, not just lords when you have chivalry. They forgot about the paladins. Yes, Gary.
Coming was foretold.
This army is costing 1700 a turn now. Getting her to a high rank is important because we might grab some real estate later in Southlands. Dwarves have almost, dwarves with our allies have almost destroyed Clan Morse. They're basically fleeing to survive. They fled here. And now we can work coordinate with dwarves to attack the puppets of the puppets of chaos. Dwarves will be more active now in the in defense against chaos. Because if chaos starts to turn Nestalia and Sartosa,
We have met before.
we only have so much limited lands, and there are no natural buffers. We're gonna be targeted here, we're gonna be targeted here, and we're gonna be targeted here and here. We're so exposed to the chaos attacks from that side. If I get this lord to close to rank 30, she might even get an army later. We'll just keep her around for the repeated rebellions Lucini, which currently cannot be stabilized. 1700 a turn, well, it's a little bit steep. We could get rid of 4 more peasant bowmen. Should be more
My
acceptable with
magic is
1300.
yours.
Should still be enough to deal with base rebels on repeated battles. The first battles will always be fought manually, so it doesn't matter what we have, as long as it's enough.
Your behest?
What is she missing? She's missing Taskmaster, okay. 10 turns in a march stance.
The lady is with you.
3% more movement range, 3% more line of sight. We are really relying on battle loot now to fill treasury. So this battle is welcome before the next wave. This reward is absolute shite. There should be a faction-wide effect once you defeat him here. Something good. Heck, they could have just given 5% ward save to all units. How much money does it also give you? Not that much, but it has wine and various resources in small amounts, so it buffs trade. I think it's overall over 3,000 per turn. And this Dark Elves invading Bertonia, that's really bad. Ooh, finally. Malekith has been defeated with the Sword of Cain. Now the High Elves have the Sword of Cain. Tables are turning. I like to think that we were the cause of that. We did destroy a lot of Dark Elves recently on the ult one. It would be nice if it gave the Guild WoW complete for all characters. Yeah, that actually would have been a nice reward. That should probably be the reward, English Cake. You're absolutely right there. That should have been the reward. I no doubt Bertonia will get an overhaul in the future. There are still some bugs with the last rework. There's definitely some rough edges that need to be polished. But Bertonia is in a very good shape otherwise. If they never update them again, just fix the bugs, it's still pretty good. Well, yeah, this is pretty much what I would do. I would reverse the peasant economy, so the number is knights, not peasants. In what world does it make sense with how they done it?
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
The peasant economy should really be supporting knights, not the other way around. You have limited peasants before you lose farming economy, but you have unlimited knights. Knights are again limited to the usual lazy Total War style wave by your economy. Money should not be the sole factor of military recruitment and military capacity. That just is lazy. There has to be some capacity requirements, money, and some sort of manpower system.
King Lewin Leoncoeur, I assent to your orders. I take my leave. I will see it done.
Thank you, Flag Jordan.
Strength and wisdom are yours. It shall
So
be
looks
so.
like
High
great things have
Elven
happened here.
Archmage.
We're helping High Elves to recover military so they can actually repel the Dark Elves. But now we're getting invaded by Dark Elves ourselves.
Armored in faith.
The laws of chivalry demand I hear you.
Protector of
They're
the
blocking
realm.
us here, the bastards.
Never.
If they block this port, it's really bad.
Unthinkable.
All of a sudden, they're sending most of their armies here and not on Ulton anymore.
Do you know who I am? Blessings of the lady be upon you. Yes, if the lady wills it.
Goddamn Dark Elves. Why are they not struggling against the Chaos? They're actually thriving in Chaos. What the shit? The initial impact was on the clan Rictus, and Nagaroth just got stronger. The next wave should be able to weaken them a bit.
My reputation precedes me.
This thing get attacked, we might lose a lot of money for one turn.
Paladin of Bretonia.
Protector of the realm.
I have seen the way.
I will lead by example.
Grant me your gifts, my lady.
Yes?
Waste my time.
We need to work
Master
coordinate
of
here.
high magic.
We'll trust them.
Highest. Very well, if you insist.
We need to keep pushing in the Dark Hills now that they have lost some.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Blessings of the lady be upon
Planned
you.
recruitment here.
Strike them down.
What the shit? We get damage here? How is it damage? Well, depending on the wizard, 0 casualty battle.
Guardian of Bretonia.
So we're going to encamp
now,
right outside
yes.
their city, and
I see the
hopefully they
winds.
attack the city. So we go into a battle, and they occupy the city next turn.
Faith is my armor.
Shit Wizard is also here. We need to get rid of Dark Elves from Ulton. And if they stop attacking Ulton, they're gonna start attacking Bretonia, so we're gonna have to just switch our defenses elsewhere.
My reputation precedes me. I will indulge you. Do you know who I am?
There's an army here, huh?
Ill-considered.
How are these guys even looking on the
Pious.
wows? Diegbro is has a grill wow. Pretty good. What about royalty? Still too low, huh?
My strength and wisdom are yours. Blessings of the lady be upon you. It shall be so.
We need a couple more Crusaders. We have currently 2 Crusaders. I think we have 2. Did she was got a Crusader
Lord
yet?
of Bretonia.
Still
Oh
only
my
2
God.
Crusaders.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thank you, Malrats. The foothold on Ulton looks good. We're even making some money from Eatane. We have wine, some faction-wide effect here for the Lord ranks, recruit ranks, and public order through Untainted. We have adjacency. Port Elisor has the mountain adjacent to both Everest and Eatane. This is a very good foothold with a couple of resources here. And doesn't take much to hold it, and it does gives us some options.
Prophetess. You honor me.
She's okay gear. Regarding technologies, Global recruitment capacity +1, upkeep -5% for all or no non-knight units. Doesn't really matter from this point on. We're building this up. This is a allied area that provides some untainted and possible replenishment defenses to the other tide. Somebody has to hold this city for the next wave.
You seek the lady.
Next wave is imminent. The chaos will not last more than a few more turns. There's like 10 Empire armies eyeballing them.
Slay them!
Are you fucking serious? The balance of power is even worse now that they have lost some forces. What the shit? This is the broken part of the game. This needs patching, fixing. What the fuck? So, you get situations like this when they're favored, it's 50-50, and then 3 armies of chaos, even sometimes good armies where you would take casualties, attack you, and they're a full yellow bar. Shouldn't be the other way around, them forcing you to fight against 3 armies with a balance of power like this, and this shit like this should be just auto-resolvable. Can they do anything right? It should be totally opposite. There should never be a full yellow bar against 3 armies, and there should never be a 50-50 or in their favor in situations like this. We have heavy cavalry, we have artillery, we have more archers, more infantry, and even a lord, and they are damaged. In what world does this win against this when the bows counter guns? Did I say on top of this we have a chivalry with more leadership than they have? Well, good thing they brought these not automatic rifles.
Arrows ready.
Ready to fire!
Why is this train so bad on the middle? It's actually really bad for them because of the guns. You could just wait and be on the other side with heal and just charge. They will never fire a single bullet.
My lord!
Whatever they're firing. This is just better for artillery and archers.
We fight for Bretonia! Spearmen at arms!
Paladin of Bretonia!
Field Trebuchet!
Men of Bretonia!
Field Trebuchet!
So inaccurate at this distance. Look at that white circle.
For my liege!
Battle ready! Glory away!
tilt! Targets!
Knightly valor! I am your man!
Hey! Swiftly! Moving up!
Battle ready!
Just done.
Take the ground! Post haste!
Peasant bowman! Fire!
Aye! As you say! For my liege!
Spare man at arms!
Orders?
To the enemy!
They handle the lance all right, but let's see them with a sword! Bowman ready!
Honor the lady!
Infantry! Spearmen at arms!
Show us the bow! Glory calls!
Draw! Loose! Arms and ready!
Post haste! Take the ground! Smash him! Protect Britonia!
Spare man at arms!
Remember your vows!
Paladin of Britonia!
Heroes of Britonia! For Britonia! Knights of the Realm! Crush them all! Awaiting order! With
They were
haste!
focusing all the foot squatters with range
At
to
once!
damage them all.
Quickly, lads! We are ready! Moving a base! Swiftly! For the king! Charge!
We serve the king! Clear out! Doing your bidding!
Hastily!
Infantry! Orders, my lord!
Squires!
Spare man at arms!
For the king! For honor! Full tilt!
Ready for battle!
For Britonia!
Best thing is they might even get a full army next turn. Only the outer soul would have killed them all.
What do you mean?
But we have ways to work against that.
Armed and ready!
If we send all the foot squires to attack the range, they would have just started running all over the place. Instead, we let the range shoot our foot squires, and then we just steamroll them with cavalry. The foot squires cannot catch any of their melee units. They just eventually get exhausted and slowly diminished. Now that I think about it, we should have pretty much sold it out the last time. This guy have authoritarian.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
This guy doesn't have authoritarian. Wow.
Protector of the realm.
I will not obey.
If they rebel on top of these guys, they'll just get a full strength, so we can allow that. This place should be fine on tier 5, like Behafen, for the most part. You beat that guy. Let's see. He's doesn't have a grill, wow, so he might get killed. Sure, he can be, that guy. This is pretty much an emergency load.
Do you know who I am?
I am the blood of Gilles.
Oh nice, they were coordinated. Roman and the High Elves working together to defend Ultron. So the Green Knight just needs perfect figure, yeah. It is a scandal that the Green Knight doesn't have perfect figure. A scandal. Roman done a lot on Ultron. Roman and Shrews are pretty much saved Ultron.
We obey! Take the ground!
My lady, grant me your sight!
Grouped and ready! Full tilt! To battle! Post haste! Hey! Take the ground!
Hurry!
This is not the first time we are fighting.
My blade is yours.
We are fighting Dark Elves together with High Elves. It's pretty cool.
At once! The lion's will!
In the light of the lady! of the lady!
For honor! Smite them!
I honor my vow for the king. Glory calls.
What do you bid? At once! Legendary paladin! We are ready! With haste! Paladin of Bretonia!
Knight of the lady!
Ready for battle! Ready for battle! For the king!
I serve the lady! Power of the light! Power of the lady!
Knights of the world! We are ready! On the lady of the what do you bid? Honor before glory! Battle ready! Victory is assured!
Sorceress! The true hearts shall prevail!
I won't die here!
All shall know my power!
Break them! True king!
You on hard.
We lost nearly, we lost a third of the army here, but we're still going strong. They're recruiting from the Black Ark, as we destroyed most of their main forces. They take fresh settlements on Ultron, which means locked to tier 1, tier 2, sometimes tier 3 units. And the rest comes from Black Arcs, or most of it. We all destroyed over 10 armies here. 3 were pretty good. The Cult of Pleasure Black Arcs are on the west coast, pretty secure, while the Black Arcs of Nagaron destroyed most of the chaos. These are Dark Elves in a very strong position. The Black Arcs were very valuable to them this campaign, high value. It's the Lord, it's in the army, dear Sky. Our Lord can kill half their army. This was not their last army, which is good. They want more army. So the next wave is imminent. Should be any turn now.
I am King Leoncoeur.
What war with the Empire? What the shit, lady? What the shit? We should just declare war on them and war coordinate Empire to destroy them. We don't need peace and factions distracting us from the main goal.
Your coming is ill-starred. Speak briefly, then remove your...
Praise Sigma.
You have been evicted from this forest. Oh, next wave, turn 141. We can't afford to send an army to the Southlands now. We can't afford. We're gonna have to rely on dwarves to sort the situation down there. What could trigger the Arcanic spawn? Two things: expansion or time passed. So you have to have enough settlements, which is over 50, or enough time has to pass, which is a window of turns, not always exact same turn. Could happen in 10 turns, or could happen in 20 turns. The Rise of Chaos happened turn 111 this campaign, and the last two times was turn 105. I think the Black Arcs totally saved Nagar and Cult of Pleasure this campaign. They're kinda useless in the regular campaigns, but in this campaign they've been invaluable to them. Next to useless in regular campaigns, because they just basically pile them somewhere and not really use them well. But this campaign, because of various pressures happening in the water, those Black Arcs probably gave him like you know, crazy funds to the Malekith. Probably gain 500,000 gold fighting those Chaos armies.
You seek the lady's favor?
Let's finish this and get out of this place. This is the final battle. This is not the goal of this campaign, but we had some downtime to do it. So we're gonna do it, get some trades, get some money. Yoo-hoo. The goal of the Battalion campaigns is to reach 2000 chivalry, which is too low, should be more like 4000. The Confederation should cost more chivalry as well, probably a 0 at the end. And you pick to either fight the Forest of Greenskins or the Chaos
has brought us
the
to
final
these
battle.
unforgiving wastes, where the ruinous powers lie in wait to ensnare us. But Bretonnian knights are formidable warriors, and driven by the most noble of purposes. The kingdom is relying on you, my lord. You must drive the filth back into the mire.
Why does he says the mire and not the wastes? Maybe the mire sounds better. Maybe mire has more demeaning. A stretch of swampy or boggy ground. I guess it makes sense when you're fighting the greenskins, but it doesn't make sense when you're fighting the chaos. There's no mire here. There is sand, rock, and lava here.
This is my realm!
Knightly valor!
King of Bretonia!
Grail Guardians! Bow Knights!
The lady's chosen! Legendary Paladin!
Great Guardians! For the lady!
Put them in group on 4, because this is the limit on the Earth Blood healing. Live Bloom affects the whole army, it's a small heal. But Earth Blood can only affect 4 units at a time. Start with double Earth Blood here.
The true heart shall
We don't want to get in the range of the Hell Cannon yet.
By honor!
Full tilt!
Child of light! Power of the lady!
Wow, they're actually converging. I don't think I have seen this before. Right, at least don't remember. Mire often bears the connotation of filth rather than the pure little meaning. Probably, yeah, probably.
At once! A base! Swiftly!
You need to get rid of those hell cannons. They are the only harm that the Gelgarians can get here. Should probably just send all our characters to deal with the hell cannons.
I am your man!
They all arrive at the same time. Did they change this? This is not how it worked before. This makes it a little bit more dangerous.
Awaiting order.
I feel like these quest battles, they break over time. It's not supposed to work like this.
King Luen Leoncoeur!
Awaiting order. With haste.
I to glory!
We need to destroy the hell cannons. Hell cannon can be destroyed in the charge. Almost there.
King Luen!
Should clear the right side with our mass charge of the Guardians.
Trample them! Paladin of Bretonia!
Let's see what we can do about this.
Battle ready.
Those are chosen great weapons.
Great knights.
Trample them!
Priestess of the Lady! Grant me your wisdom!
For Bretonia. For the king.
Slay them!
Charge.
My gifts are yours!
She's getting pummeled by these guys.
Haste! Apace! At once!
Pure of heart! Battle ready! My blade is yours!
The lady wills it!
Great knights. The lion's wheel.
They have Archaeon, Sartorial, and Kolic all hitting Luen at the same time. We actually taking damage at Luen with the Legend Lords attacking him.
What do you mean?
At speed!
But he's slowly killing them.
Honor, duty! On to glory!
Archaeon fleeing! What the shit is this? Stupid game! Archaeon can't flee! Who they fucked this up? What the shit? All the reinforcements come at the same time and Archaeon is fleeing. They fucked it up.
Smite them!
Ready for battle!
How do you fuck it up? Something that worked okay for years. Jesus.
Cut them down.
By the lady!
Your behest! I call thee forth!
The Archaeon is supposed to be unbreakable. That's how the game worked this whole time. So we got the reinforcements, all of them at the same time, and Archaeon was not unbreakable. So they bugged up this bell.
I am king!
Or maybe it was, you know, intended, who knows. You will never know because they don't put these things in patch notes when they fuck it up. So you have to question if it's a ninja patched or just another fuck up.
Take the ground.
But look at this, Luen actually taking damage this battle. 27 ward save, 20 physical resistance, 25 missile resistance, 70 magic resistance. We actually taking damage. It was getting hit by 3 Legend Lords.
Paladin of Bretonia! For the king!
A pace!
Your command!
I totally forgot to give one of them.
Legendary paladin! Hail!
Who's missing a healing potion? Rollo? We have to put a healing potion on Rollo.
Battle ready!
So all of them have a healing
Ever
potion.
faithful!
Fortune favors you.
The lion!
Daughter of Bretonia.
Maybe something to do with mod? No. The mod doesn't affect anything in bells. This quest bell has nothing to do with the mod. If the game spawns something extra, it's the bug with the game. You know, like Grimgor leading a vow.
King of Bretonia!
Green light.
Power of light. You require magic?
Is the door bug fixed now? They know about the gate bug. They know about a lot of mods almighty, but they just simply don't want to fix all of them. It's just too much resources. They probably have a list of bugs and not enough time or resource or people to fix or try everything. Most of them are just reports without even the ways to replicate it. So they know about a lot of things, but they just can't be bothered to fix all. Unless the Reddit is really crying like minus 98 public order about to get a double rebellion in your ass with steam tanks and hellblaster volley guns, the CA will not bother.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
Pride Assassin. This is a really shitty Legend Lord trade. This should be Perfect Vigor and something else on top. Perfect Vigor and Replenishment at the same time. What a shit. Triple that shit. What a shit. Unbreakable plus 10 relations with all factions and plus 5% wards for the whole army. Warhammer 3.
Champion of the Lady. I will see it done. Strength and honor.
The trees tell me much.
Know who I am.
Would be nice to clear some of these
I
arcs.
will indulge you.
They're causing quite a mess on Alt 1.
Orders received.
For now, yes. My reputation precedes me.
Nice, we actually destroy most of their armies here. Pretty good. This is their foothold here. Without this, they'll slow down.
For the lady!
Beautiful, beautiful. Unbreakable is Gotrek, yes. But this doesn't mean the only one lord should have Unbreakable. Kolek is anti-large. Why does the other lords also give anti-large then? Huh? Huh? Arcane should be Unbreakable, bonus relations with all factions, diplomacy, and probably some ward save on, for the whole army, like 5%. He's fucking Arcane. So like the top champion in the game. In the world, in lore. Whatever you wanna call him.
bloody faith!
Defenders of the realm! Battle ready!
How is supposed to get Gotrek playing the Empire or the Dwarves? Three headshot, really. 3 headshot. Sometimes gives me brain damage.
Noble and pious!
Paladin of Bretonnia! Knights of the Realm! Hero of Bretonnia!
Honor before glory! For the lady!
Pegasus Knights!
Child of light.
Show us the foe! Paladin of Bretonnia!
Yes, for our lady!
Paladin of Bretonnia!
Knights of the Realm!
Quickly!
Pegasus Knights!
Battle ready!
For the King!
Lord of Bretonia!
I serve the lady. My gifts are yours.
Battle ready!
Power of the lady. Priestess of the lady. Feel true power.
At once! My soul is aflame!
Calvi and chivalrous brute!
I see much.
Pure heart!
I am your man!
Glory awaits!
Knights of the Realm! What do you bid? Show us the fool! I honor my vow! Full teeth! With haste!
With haste!
Immediately!
My strength is yours!
Attack!
True Bretonian!
Battle ready!
Priestess of the lady.
Knights of the Realm!
I can't be far. Sorceress, I am ready.
Sleep with one
The
eye
lady
open.
wills it! My strength and wisdom are yours.
Tier 2 on.
My reputation precedes me.
Okay, we get rid of their foothold here, but all those black arcs, it's a different story.
Blessings of the lady.
They're gonna have to get close to the coast again eventually.
Very well, if you insist.
Welcome.
Time is precious, so as you say.
Did I pull the Sword of Cain this campaign? Only the elves can pull the Sword of Cain.
As you say.
Lord of Bretonia.
We need to clear this black arcs, otherwise the Cult of Pleasure will now get weakened in this area. We are now in a pretty much in a really big war zone here, if we stay on this side.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
We also need to kill the corruption here. Cult of Pleasure spreads chaos.
Sallying forth.
For now, yes.
No.
I will indulge you. Blessings of the Lady be upon you. Protector of the realm. Do you know who I am? My reputation precedes me.
No blessing on the lady here anymore. Now the blessing on the lady is a slaughter. It means the explanation of the pay as an arms enemy can recap it. It's a pretty much army that only you pay for the Lord and the hero, which makes auto-resolve reinforced convenient and improves control of new recaptured territories, so you can keep them and not rebel in a few turns. Auxiliary armies, support armies, whatever you wanna call it. Strength in numbers.
Fight for the lady! Kill the lady's enemies! The peasant's life. Quickly!
Ready for battle! Stay put! Men of Bretonia!
It's the best unit to improve public order with Bretonia. The best way. Especially in a bad climate.
For orders! Stay put! Aye! Shifting!
We have decent stats on this peasant most, they just don't have enough damage. So they're gonna die by the hundreds.
Hold steady! Men of Bretonia!
I might call these armies control armies. These are control armies. So you can establish more control easier.
Aye! Holding steady!
The Dark Elves they really have a lot of stuff and they keep recruiting. There's we cannot really attack their territories directly during the Rise of Chaos or the Chaos Invasion. So the best thing that can happen is they get busy with Chaos. And we do the best we can to help the High Elves not get destroyed.
Lord of Bretonia!
Ultron has been under siege for a while now.
Glory awaits!
Once the Dark Elves started winning Ult 1 and the Ult 1 is not unified, it is really not stopping them. Just how it is. But both Dark Elves and High Elves have a pretty good chance to do good. Unpredictable things can happen in both Nagaroth and Ult 1. The Chaos in North threatens both Nagaroth and Ult 1. But Nagaroth being larger, harder to traverse, gives the Dark Elves advantage, and the gap in the seas gives Ultan a disadvantage because there is not enough sea. Not enough. There should be more water. So if the Dark Elves get a foothold on Ult 1, they have a pretty good chance to destroy High Elves. We've seen them getting repelled by High Elves AI alone, and we see also quite a bit of times they just take over all of Ulton. Once they have foothold in Ulton, they send forward Black Arcs, and the Black Arcs provide too much assistance. The only way to defeat Morathi and or Malekith in a freak auto resolve with two armies. They just don't lose battles once they're on Ult 1. If they get Sword of Cain, the High Elves are doomed. Needs to be more ocean. Yeah, there has to be another sea on the left side and the right side. Ult 1 should be surrounded by more water. There should be more water around.
Armored in faith!
True Bretonian!
Daughter of Bretonia! All shall know my power!
Fighters!
The angle, control.
Show chivalry, men!
So what is your micro plan for this fight? Like, who is flanking, protecting your range, utility line, etc.? See, guys, this is the relevant questions he has here. Marconos here, he's the student of war, so he needs, you know, a strategy going. Well, Marconos' strategy here is, you know, send our peasants to fight them and hope we don't run out of peasants before the enemy is dead.
Ready for battle! Serve and obey! To the streets!
Yes! The true heart shall prevail!
Noble and pious! Battle ready!
By the lady! Bretonians, attack!
Honor before glory!
It is her will!
Quick, now! By the lady! Run them through! Run them through! Yes! Ready for orders!
I see much! My lady brought me you sight!
Swiftly!
Ready!
Armor in faith!
Power of light!
What orders? Orders?
My gifts are yours!
Bretonian Lord! For Our Lady! Honor awaits!
Slay them!
Battle ready!
What orders?
Run! Ready!
Clear out! It shall be! I call thee forth!
Fighters!
For Britannia!
What world?
Infantry! Doing our duty!
Those guilds cannot handle this many peasants.
Run,
They don't have armor, no protection.
Doing our duty!
Slowly die. Just no toughness.
We fight!
If they had a couple of armored units, then we would be really worried here.
We obey! Orders, my lord!
True Bretonian!
Power of the lady!
Hey Rubio,
Ready for battle!
what you been doing lately?
Clearance!
Miss our private chats on the Steam.
Come on, lads! At once! Clear out! What orders? Quickly, lads! Protect Bretonia! Ready for orders! We are ready!
Only Elich comes up with these armies. Haven't you heard? I invented hot water.
Quick, march!
This is pretty much hot water army.
We serve!
You should be thankful the next time you have a shower, you know, thank Elich for having hot water.
Noble and pious! I am with you!
Fight! Kill! Our lives depend on it!
On to glory!
Protector of the realm!
Quickly, lads! Infantry! Die, fiends! Fighters! Run them through!
Feel true power!
Pretty good pressure here.
Ready! Slay them!
Your command?
Like I said, the Bretonian lords are very strong fighters, and they're pretty much gonna be always your best unit in the army.
Armed and ready! For the lady! Battle ready! Orders, my lord!
Come unto me! Grant me your wisdom! With haste!
Attack!
Battle calls! Honor and glory!
Armed and ready! For the lady! Ready!
Quick march!
Bretonian lords have easy access to some powerful stats, like unbreakable, some good toughness from Blessing of the Lady, good attack defense values, all solid main traits, but you can't really compare them to the High Elf Lords, to the High Elf Princes. High Elf Prince does minimal thing to the High Elf army, while Bretonian Lord is the most important piece of the Bretonian army. You get the perfect vigor, unbreakable, nice attack damage buffs, solid main trade, solid stats overall, and one of the easier access to a full set of items due to multi-lord using no supply lines. Blessing of the Lady granting additional 20 physical resist. So, Bretonian Lord is the most important piece of the Bretonian army. Thanks to Blessing of the Lady, wows, plenty of items available to Bretonia due to multi-lord use, and the whole army is pretty much, you know, is relying on the lord to either deal damage or the or tank some nasty units.
Sallying forth. My strength and wisdom are yours. Do you know who I am?
The Gilva on this guy, huh? That's why sometimes you gotta have to have
Guardian.
not sure how many you're gonna get.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. Protector of the
These two
realm.
guys could get the Crusaders, and then we don't take any attrition from the don't any attrition really. Having a 100% attrition reduction is amazing. Bretonia can have this.
Yes.
They don't get the attrition immunity; they just get 100% reduction to casualties. Which means you still cannot replenish in corrupted ally territory, but you still don't take any attrition.
My reputation precedes me. Taking my leave. Do you know who I am? Noble.
Never.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Glory awaits. Slay them!
Our damsel nearly got killed. The altar is also broken.
Leaving!
Because we have a lot of
Blessings of the
weakened
lady
damage
be
units.
upon you. Lord and
So
hero.
what do we have here
going
exactly?
forth.
It's on a battle, okay.
Protector of the realm. Lord of Bretonia, striking out.
We have a second wave of Rise of Chaos. Invasion is next.
Devotee of the lady. I go hence.
Protector of the realm.
Can't let the Dark Elves get close here.
I will indulge you.
Well, I have to keep Scotty here for now, which is not ideal.
To victory!
Blocking our construction here. We're still getting more paladins here.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
What do we need here? Pledge to Valor. Cervantes needs 5 level ups. Akatama needs 5 level ups.
Armored in faith. Taking my leave. If the lady wills it.
Damsel.
We'll keep the knowledgeable one. Use it for a little bit scouting.
Fortune favors you.
On the damsel traits you want discipline for arms like this, and all the extra ones should be knowledgeable. You could fit 2 damsels in the army, but 1 is enough.
My reputation precedes me. My strength and wisdom are yours. Do you know who I am?
This guy costs us
Blessings of the
275.
lady be upon you. My reputation precedes me.
I didn't want to do that yet. Once we trigger the Age of Peace event, the campaign is finished. Victory. We already achieved the ultimate campaign victory in this campaign though. But the goal of this campaign is Age of Peace event, which means the Chaos invasion has been defeated. I would love to destroy all these arcs. That would be a big deal for the West Coast. This is the last stand of Cockroach Headtaker. We ganged up on him good this campaign. We are almost have enough distance on Shit Wizard and Roman to get Crusaders. We have currently 2 Crusaders. Getting Crusader on everybody is good because of extra movement range, but we need 5 to not take any attrition. Crusader is the Bretonnian version of Campaigner, it's stronger than the regular Campaigner. Bretonnia has stronger versions of the regular traits. All these traits are based on the Bretonnian traits from Warhammer 1. Which is one of the best changes they did in Total War. Proper trait system. Actually tells you, how it works. And not just random. Buggy. Even the fixes are easier when the devs know how it works. Not just randomized. What's my GPU? Gigabyte Aorus NVIDIA 1080 Ti.
My visions predict failure.
We have to send the sword back. We can't let anybody take getting the sword other than high elves. Shit also gets out of control.
My reputation precedes me.
I have heard tales of your kind. Please speak.
Valiant lord. Honor before glory. For now, yes.
What's the Crusader effect? I'll show it.
Yes?
Campaign wound range plus 10%, attrition minus 20%, casualties suffer from all attrition, all armies, and the perfect vigor. So you get 10% campaign wound range, and all armies take 20% less attrition. You have 5 of this, you don't take any attrition anymore on any of your forces. So you can go through the Maelstrom, through the Deep Sea, Chaos Wastes, and get more wound range. On top of movement range, the Royal Blood gets in Couronne. It's pretty good. We get a lot of movement range. Couronne is perfect for long campaigns because of all the extra movement range as well.
Do you know who I am?
Sword gives good auto resolve. It's unpredictable, but it definitely helps Dark Elves. That is for sure.
It shall be so. I go thither.
Dark Elves don't need any more help. We'll just return the sword, stay in the ruin. Nobody should use it.
Protector of the realm. Pious.
Man, we could have destroyed these 2 Black Arcs this turn. It's more important to rush that sword, I think. Taking Thor Anrok, huh? The Dark Elves are still here, and the Chaos has been repelled for the most part on the other side.
No!
There's more Chaos coming from the south. These armies will not be able to handle it.
Never!
Still need garrison buildings in this too.
Knowledge is power.
By the light of the lady.
Still very high corruption here. Cart is 40, what the shit? Must be an army somewhere here.
You seek counsel?
We have to go around. If we don't do it, we're gonna miss the spot. Those warheads might get out of control there. We need to clear some of the corruption here. Between waves, it's ideal to clear corruption and create a foothold here again.
The Empire.
I'll just get rid of the elves first. Get rid of the elves first.
Strength and honor. On to victory!
Very strange. Very strange.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a
As you say, sir.
Plague has spread to Gisuru. Another 3 turns at least. 2 turns here. At least no plague in Couronne yet. It might still spread there.
What is your behest? My path is clear.
Currently don't need her in the army, so she'll just investigate around.
Priestess of the lady. The goddess
We need to clear this.
Very well, if you insist. My strength and wisdom are yours. Protector of the realm. If the lady wills it.
Don't like that Blake Arc nearby. Arkells don't have global recruitment, they rely on the Blake Arcs for most of their recruitment.
Faith is my armor. Do you know
Push
who
Sherlock
I
here.
am?
The army gets destroyed, we'll just get him back. Oh, this area is not good at all.
High Elven Archmage.
Threatening this area again. A little bit expansion cost us in gold as well.
Lord. For now, yes. Lord. Valiant Lord. It shall be so. Guardian of Bretonia. Honor before glory. Blessings of the lady be upon you.
It's only 1 honor from the looks of it. Itza have somehow survived in the south. They probably left them for dead, and then they just risen from the ashes.
magic is yours. Taking my leave.
The dwarves are coming here now.
I am the
And it's very important they don't go through this area further than this. Dwarves have about 16 armies. They are a superpower. Clan Morse and life support.
Praise Sigma.
Nice to get Al Haik, but better a warzone here than warzone in on this coast.
Armored in faith. Lord and hero.
Have a couple of rebellious regions. Yeah, it's the second wave of Rise of Chaos. We're slowly running out of money, which is really bad. This is nothing, this is like spare change. I should be guessing 10k from the dwarves every 10 turns, you're right. They have loaded. Allies could give us 20k every 10 turns, a couple of them. Any superpower ally can give you 10,000 every 10 turns. It's not enough, Bossford, it's not enough. We need a lot more money than we're getting. The only reason why we have green now because we lost a third of the Romans' army.
This is Bretonia. I am its king.
She's dead at war with dwarves. Well, there are allies. Allies help each other. We pretty much saved the dwarves from Clan Morse. They owe us. We forgot what happened this campaign when the Clan Morse was steamrolling everybody in the north until we arrived with Lewin. Allied with several factions declared war on Clan Morse, invited border princes to join the war as well. Paid them up some of 55,000. Until then the Clan Morse was rolling. The wars were losing. There were no armies below Mount Gumbat. I'm excited about the new gun expansion. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'll be streaming the keg opening. I've been avoiding all the card spoilers. Well, most of them. I have like 5,000 ore, and I purchased the combo pack. I'll stream that. Kegs and coffee. Kegs and coffee. When is the keg opening? 30th June. It's gonna be as long with the new season and a new journey, I think. In about 13 days. Might be an unpredictable time though. Yeah, there hasn't been expansion over 6 months, Razastro. I saved like 35,000 ore. I saw that card they added the main guy from Witcher 1 as an evolving card, Jacques guy, the kid you save. That's pretty cool. I'm happy we completed Witcher 1 after I saw him being added to Gwent as an important card. I'm talking about NPC, Archmagens, NPC.
Warrior King.
They seem like the main part of the story. Sword is moved a bit north. Exodal has somehow survived. Let's see what the Clan Pestilence has been doing. 9 settlements. Ooh, they actually survived. That's good. That's good. So Lastra is not as as bad as we thought. Most of it's in ruins, but some are Skaven controlled. I always spend the S for the chaos to finish off. Clan Nixus is still alive on one settlement. There's a couple of factions of line support.
High Queen Khalida.
So after the chaos, Karzakarak is the strongest faction. They become a superpower with all those settlements in the other side.
Yes?
This looks like we're getting debated here.
Lord and hero.
For Bretonia.
Never. Lord of Bretonia. Lord of Bretonia. Guardian. Strike them down!
What is this foolishness?
For the lady.
Highest. For now, yes. Sallying forth!
Strike them.
God damn! Fuck off!
Lord, going forth!
They're just poking here for weaknesses. Albion is especially weak as it's a shit island.
My reputation precedes me. I will indulge you.
Sword is moving north. At least we can get the Phoenix Gate.
Onward! Blessings of the lady be upon you.
What the worst case scenario? I mean, they do have military. It looks like there's more being recruited here. Almost like we're getting debated, but it does look like they're going aggro on the province. We should not waste movement here, come what may.
Moving out.
My reputation precedes me. I go thither. Moving out.
You waste my time.
Guardian of Bretonia. To victory!
You can try.
Death to the enemy!
Yeah, this is gonna slow them down
Guardian.
a bit.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
This could get attacked by a couple of armies, but I'm expecting the elves to take Evershell next turn.
Armored in faith.
This is not good that they're coming here again, these bastards.
Master of high magic.
If the lady wills it.
Now stable so you get decent global recruitment, but we don't have enough regions.
Beyond your comprehension.
One army can bring down Lothran.
Protector of the realm. Very well, I go. Very well, if you insist. Faith is my armor. My strength and wisdom are yours.
Never!
Do you know who I am? Honor before glory. Yes?
You seek the lady's favor.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Just wonder what causes this bug here. It's been in the game for a while. Win the cavalry here against the chaos. And this is gonna be fully built up. We're getting good resources here.
Sorceress. My sight is yours.
I feel like if the Valcon gets completed with a bug, which happens randomly sometimes, the bonuses to upkeep production for the low units double for the Knight's Vow. Or the Knight's Vow gets applied twice. Because there is still a bug going on where when you have to defeat lords, it gets completed after just 1 or 2 kills randomly.
The lady wills it. Impossible.
There's definitely some polish required.
Making my way.
Gives a check. I wouldn't be in Prague right now. But we gotta get somebody here.
Protector of the realm. Onward.
can't take this title here. How does the AI get this title then? Fucking game, man. Fucking game. What the shit?
My reputation precedes me.
The game can have it, but not you. Maybe because he has a shorter name. It's usually Vadim. Vadim, I guess it's less letters. I'll give him the defender. Where is Lewin going around? We've been in the Chaos Wastes.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Man, our treasury went down over 100k to 43k. It's because of this expansion here. We had to build up this area. We are running out of money. This Dark Elves probing for weaknesses. Grand Pepe has been destroyed. He's been struggling the whole campaign. I think Itza still stands. At least the faction of the city. Might be overrun by this Skaven. Yeah, that's pretty good campaign. Probably gonna be much harder if you play Evil Faction, because you can assemble the Order Tide, and they're pretty good against Chaos.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Handled the first wave pretty well. The second wave is gonna be much more damaging. Second wave is gonna suck, I think. You're not getting sacrificed, Marconis. You're immortal. There's no way to get rid of you.
Champion of the lady, I take my leave.
They fled north, huh? The chaos is coming down again. Man, this is looking really bad here, and we don't even have any spies. We use a knowledgeable damsels to spy.
I away. Priestess of the lady.
And under 50k now.
Noble, it shall be so.
And before they manage to retreat off the island when we attack them now.
Lord of Bretonia.
There's nowhere to go. Good night.
Very well, I go. Protector of the realm.
Sheesh!
Honor before glory. Very well, if you insist.
Glory
I need to get rid of this black Kark. It's kind of pinned here. The armies that are already there do not get refreshed, but everything gets filled up to the amount of armies they get. So if 6 armies survive from 140, it'll just spawn 134 armies.
Sheesh!
No.
They're poking the coast here, huh?
Taking my leave.
Relent. Now.
Looks like we can really help that place.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
Protector of the realm. Sallying forth. My strength and wisdom are yours. Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Who's Regis from Witcher? He's the friend of Empire, friend of Geralt.
Lord. If the lady wills it. The lady wills
So we can clear the gate here.
Attack! Honor and glory.
What will come here?
Blessings of the
Ooh, it's
lady
hard
be
to say.
upon
It's a
you.
low tier though as well. There's no way for them to go anywhere but south, because the chaos is on them.
My reputation precedes me.
Your coming was foretold.
Thalia, mobilize those armies. What a shit! What a shit, no! I need to work coordinate somewhere further. There's only one army moving here. Probably going for the Galleon's Graveyard now. It's the last two regions of Clan Morse, huh?
Seers.
She's here defending Estalia and the coast.
I will indulge you.
It's about to become a shit place here. Getting a spy in the area too.
My steps are guided.
King Louis Leoncoeur.
They got really aggressive here. They're ahead of the Chaos, the Warriors of Chaos.
Protector of the realm.
Well, we did get the wall up. We did get the wall up. Are you ready, Merconos?
My strength and wisdom are yours.
He's gonna use diplomacy against the Beastman. Oh shit, diplomacy against Beastman doesn't work. Same has most of his treacheries. All pointless.
Do you know who I am?
For some reason, these units don't cost any gold in this army. I think it's a bug with WoWs.
Valiant Lord.
It's one turn before wall. One turn before the wall in that place. Place was never permanent, but didn't expect to be fighting Dark Elves from the north. The way this is going, the Chaos Invasion have more than one wave, which is really bad. Just because of the sheer number of Chaos in the first wave and the turn timer. The Chaos Invasion have more than one wave, maybe for the first time ever with with more regular Chaos mode, with additional Chaos mode. It's maybe the first time the Chaos Invasion will actually get reinforced. Holy shit, they actually did something there. Oh, the Empire got badly surrounded there. They're already getting close to Kislev. They're not attacking. Oh man. Must be a lot of armies in Nagarite. That second wave is gonna do a lot of damage. This is like gonna be like much worse than the first wave, but this is, you know, normal. The sheer numbers from the first wave make sure the second wave does much better, and even increases the chances, if you don't kill them fast enough, for the Chaos Invasion to get reinforced instead of just getting additional waves of Rise of Chaos. This is definitely bad.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
So the third wave is gonna be Chaos Invasion from the looks of it. And they'll have additional at least one more wave. Chaos Invasion getting reinforced, meaning we get true Chaos Invasion. You never get true Chaos Invasion otherwise. It's just too random otherwise. Because the Rise of Chaos just get reinforced by a couple of Chaos Invasion armies.
For Bretonia!
They're pretty weak until they get rank 6+. We don't know how many armies are there. We're gonna have to investigate.
Damsel, my path is revealed.
Don't see much here, but it looks like this area got overrun. I just want to return the sword to the ruin. Those arcs, man, those arcs will never let go there.
Never.
Oh shit. 2 turns.
Blessings of the lady be upon
So why did they go around to attack this and not this?
Cease this! My reputation precedes me. For now, yes.
Beyond your comprehension. Beyond your comprehension.
Looks like the Albion has gotta give. Still no attack on Quatam. I might need to sell you out here and cancel the tier 5 construction.
Do not displease me.
They can land on this side because of the cliffs, and they have to deal with this first. There's a small chance they can reinforce through force landing here. We'll take our chances. If they land and don't attack, we're gonna have to sell you out and then cancel the construction. It's a lot of gold here.
Priestess of the lady.
It shall be so.
No way.
It looks like a veteran, high-tier veteran army.
I wield the winds.
Why am I recruiting and then firing these heroes? So I'm looking for a specific trait. If I just leave them in the pool, it takes long to refresh. So instead I just recruit, pay the cost, disband, and hope the next one that shows up is the trait I want. Speeding up the process of refresh. There is zero quality of life regarding this, so we have to do that to refresh.
Noble.
What would you ask of the Asa?
Still in alliance with them, huh? I lost 8 units in the Roman's army, and we got a little bit more trade.
If the lady wills it.
No, no.
Do you know who I am?
Slay
Protector of the realm. Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Lord of
And the
Bretagne.
stiffness is pretty good for the damsel.
My reputation precedes me. Striking out! Yes?
Okay, let's go back to the High of Territory to replenish.
I will indulge you. Leaving!
What is this? Whitefire Tor.
For now, yes.
At least we can threaten a bit here.
Do not order.
What is it exactly? They have Dark Conduit? Shit.
Attack!
Oh, this is bad. Setelzi in the campaign command.
Ladies ready.
I can't let these guys go south. I have to protect Kislev.
No.
This is unlikely win here.
Very well, if you insist.
Unlikely.
Relent now.
We'll just risk the life of the damsel.
Lord, never.
Might be additional blackguards, even some dragons. They have dragons, there is no chance.
Do you know who I am?
Also lost half the peasants. So Eliseli is gone.
Faith is my armor.
High Elven Archmage.
I will indulge you. If the lady wills it. It shall be so.
No way.
No upkeep on the questing knight, so there must be a bug going on with this one triggering too fast, and then these two applying again.
My strength and wisdom are yours. My reputation precedes me.
This one doesn't have the bug. Huh.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
2,
Noble.
3. That's 5, and then we're missing 6.
Protector of the realm.
It looks like this whole buff here is applied twice. This one as well. We don't have the wound maker, and we don't have weapon strength weapon. It does look like extra damage as well. So this thing here and this thing here are applied twice. So we get double of this effect, double of this effect. Which means these units are free and these units are free. We get extra campaign wound range too. I think these things happen when the Grail Vow is finished, when finished because of a bug. When it's not properly finished, you don't really get 5 kills, so it reapplies the Pledge to Knowledge and Pledge to Manan, and then guards you Pledge to Valor on top of it. So it looks like both Knight's Vow and Questing Vow has been applied twice. And when you look at the stats, it shows. And the characters Untainted shows. So it looks like the when this gets finished, with a bug, which is random out of your control, sometimes these two get reapplied again, so you have them active twice. So you get pretty much removed upkeep on these units, double the water size, double Untainted, 20% weapon strength, 20% campaign wound range, and free questing knights. So these units have no upkeep cost, and you get double the bonuses. For some reason, the kill pledge in the Grail Vow gets finished ahead of time sometimes. It's bugged. It's bugged. There are not only one factor, but there are, I feel like, multiple factors affecting it. It could be even forced to finish this ahead of time. Kill 5 enemy lords in battle, 3 out of 5. So sometimes this get completed even after 1-2 kills. And then these two get bugged for the lords. So basically you reapply them again. Reapply them. You apply them again. You apply them again for double bonus. This has been an issue since pretty much they released this update. Been a while now. Just check something here.
Noble.
One of the causes could be disbanding the lords.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. I don't know how to replicate it, but it seems to be random. Seems to be random.
Lord and hero.
Very well, if you insist. Going forth.
I just use some money.
Yes.
Do you know who I am? Blessings of the Lady be upon you.
So what do we have here? Income from pottery, dye and salt industry. Cheap recruitment, more research rate. Well, let's get a siege engineering, better reload times and damage with the trebuchets.
An hero.
This liking that this area is unprotected the most of the time. It's almost like we have to have an army here to make sure the high elves survive. They're getting attacked from all sides and they do not protect any side properly. They focus on the area with the dark elves the most. Another armory for +2 armor. And I guess control. We can drop these 2 buildings. This reduces upkeep on Guild Guardians. Questing Knights and Guild Guardians as well. And this is a little bit money, I guess we just remove the healing building, get 2 paladins on. This is deep shit. The High Elves has been under siege by the Dark Elves even before Chaos, so we basically made it, barely made it in time to save them. When the Dark Elves have the High Elves under siege, it's inevitable the collapse of the High Elves. We barely did get rid of the Dark Elves here, with having multiple armies on the ult one. The fact is that the Cult of Pleasure and Nagron are still like this and fighting together. It's too much pressure for one high elf faction. Well, the initial wave did fine, but I don't think they're gonna be fine after the second wave. And they're fleeing from the chaos, huh? There's no way we'd have done that. They have very high experience. Hey, Booker. We need to leave the siege on Konkwata and try to cancel the construction so we save some gold. Those black arcs are saving the Dark Elves. They're really strong against chaos. What would a Dark Elf Doomstake be? Lord, Wizard, Dead Hag, a battle line of the Black Guard of Nagarond, Shades, and the Black Dragons. Most versatile one.
Do you wish the lady's favor?
Why did the sentinels don't attack the clan Moors there? Isn't that too much micro? No, that's just the standard. Get a battle line, which barely needs any input. You give targets or free of fire at will with the shades. You micro the wizard and dragons, mostly. Well, Quick used to be a superpower in this campaign, now he's on the run. This wave is gonna cause a lot of damage. And the next wave is Archaeon, which will have reinforcements, which is the worst case scenario. Unless we stop the Chaos Invasion, the first wave, they have guaranteed more multiple waves in the Chaos Invasion because how this campaign went with massive numbers. I don't think we've seen a second wave of Chaos Invasion yet with the extra Chaos mode. The reason the Clan Morse is alive is because they are fleeing and taking minus elements. Have you not noticed how they are went from the mountains into the desert again after losing the desert? They are moving 3 armies and just fleeing away from massive armies, capturing small settlements. That's the cockroach behavior. The AI just disperse their armies when they're losing. So they take some minus elements all around. Just one bad turn of events on Couronne and we fucked. We can't leave that place anymore. We can't leave that place anymore. I hope most of the trade goes to Marienburg. We signed some trade agreements on Gil, but we signed most of the trade agreements with Marienburg. So I feel like most of the trade goes to Marienburg, and the trade routes don't switch to a different port if the area is blockaded. This is bad.
Protector of the realm.
This is bad. I think most of our good trade goes to Marienburg. Some of the trade we signed through this settlement. Hopefully they just ignore this.
No, stop.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Onward!
I think not. I think not.
Conquata is still safe for a few more turns.
It shall be so. For the lady! I go thither.
What? There's no room to retreat and they just got destroyed.
I have seen your heart. I know the way.
It's definitely a bug.
The lady.
I think this is the second time it happens in Warhammer now. If there is no room to retreat, they are not allowed to retreat. They have to fight. So this is a bug that they are allowed to retreat. If there is nowhere to go, they have to fight. That's how the game works. But in this case, they tried to retreat and they got destroyed instead. if we don't hold this gate here, they're gonna destroy everything.
I refuse this.
There's more attacking from the other side as well.
Understood.
Infused by Hoet's wisdom.
Protector of the realm.
God damn, god damn.
I go thither.
Behold the majesty of the Phoenix Court.
Cease this. My reputation precedes me. Striking out. For now, yes. Do you know who I am? Very well, if you insist. Going forth.
Let's see how much trade we lose if that gets besieged, so we know for the next time.
Of Bretonia. I will see it done. I am the blood of Gilles. I go forth. For the lady!
This guy just wait for an opportunity here.
King Lewin. You seek the lady's favor.
We have a disciplined damsel here now, 65 attack on the Girl Guardians, 77 on the Royal Hippogriff Knights.
By the light of the lady.
So the Emperor lost all their military there.
By the comet.
They did most of it. The wars are fighting court of Libaras now. Clan Moors have pretty much went in this area here. They got pushed here and then they fled here. They're safe because we are at war with Sentinels with our order tied, so they're not at war with Sentinels, so they everything that gets close to Sentinels will attack and destroy.
My path is clear.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
We should get 2 more paladins, huh? This is a suitable climate, so it's not gonna be overpriced. The rebels in this area spawn very strong anyways.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Priestess of the lady.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
It's unfortunate. This is a very weak army as well, only rank 3.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Moving out.
Let's hold ground on Phoenix Gate here with Shield Wizard. See what happens here. We need to clear at least half the armies here, otherwise Ult 1 is gonna get wrecked. Dark Elves are attacking from 2 sides as well.
Protector of the realm.
Yes, this thing is on a playlist on YouTube, or you can watch from start also on Twitch. Everything is named 8 End Times Couronne number 1 from part 1 to part 11 so far. Also, previous campaigns are also on playlists on YouTube. Here we got like 150 campaigns on YouTube. Click on the playlists link, that should be the first one. Mortal Empires, Couronne 1, The End Times. Yeah, we have to put a lot of thought into our turns. You can't just click, click, click. When Kislev burns, then the Empire is in trouble. Prague usually gets destroyed. There's no way to defend Prague against that much chaos. Kislev, when Kislev burns, then the Emperor might get fucked. That's why we need to hold Kislev for as long as possible. Marcona's about to get insane with all this corruption. He's gonna start growing extra limbs. This is a normal turn time Jenga. That just have too much to process. You can turn off shoving all of this and it goes 10 times faster. But I want to see the movement of the armies. So if you don't want to see this, you basically just on enemy factions or chaos, you just turn it off and it goes 10 times faster. This is intentional. Oh fuck, they haven't managed to do this. Oh shit. I guess that army moved south. Gonna lose 40k there. Where is Scotty protecting Couronne? He's been stuck there ever since the servants went east with some dark elves. That doesn't matter, All Might. They're both strong. They also both are on Ultron. You're gonna get the other one anyways. So pick one which one has the starting stronger starting faction effects, or which one you want to get less screwed by the AI skill points. Marconos, are you sweating yet?
Guardian!
Champion of the lady.
Let's see if we can get some armies here.
Making my way. I shall do what I can.
You can easily handle the rise of Chaos War Herds. They're not dangerous yet. No Minders, no Sigers yet.
Mission precedes me.
Looks like they're gonna be piling an attack on the Phoenix Gate. Goddamn Morati going around like this.
You presume.
Nobody's gonna stop her unless two armies gang up on her.
My reputation precedes me. Do you know who I am? I will indulge you. Very well, I go.
No lightning strike here.
Guardian of Bretonia.
Yoo-hoo. Goddamn, this is looking pretty bad here.
Pious.
There's no telling the total amount of armies here.
I am gifted, moving.
Damn.
Do you know who I am?
You have any idea who this guy is? Any idea?
Honor before glory. If the lady wills it.
I can speak.
I don't understand why this guy doesn't give us
what brings
trees.
you before
It's
us?
because of all the trespassing.
My strength and wisdom are
Almost
yours.
like they respond as douchebags.
It shall be so. Glory awaits. Protector of the realm.
This is looking okay.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Oh, they didn't land here at least.
If
I
the
guess
lady
they're threatened
wills
by Scotty here. What do we
Blessings
have on
of the
this
lady
guy?
be upon
We're missing 2 kills, huh?
Valiant Lord.
Interesting.
Noble. Death to the enemy. Lord and hero. Yes? Protector of the realm. For the lion!
Scotty can kill a lot of armies here.
Striking out! My reputation
A
precedes
lot
me.
of armies. We
Yes?
just need to make sure he's seen here, and when the enemy comes every time, they're gonna have to be with at least 3+ armies before they consider landing.
Very well, I go.
If they're not too close, we can also just ambush.
indulge
Get 1 points on the ambush trade as well. We still don't have chivalry code here, look at that. One more.
Guardian.
Tempt me not.
Lost so much money here on these 3 buildings.
Lord. Very well.
We did clear the seas from the pirates. All the pirate factions are destroyed. The the rogue pirates. This is building up 2 turns.
Making my way.
Just kind of guarding this area here with the coast.
We have met before.
Look at this place. $280 chaos corruption. Yep.
King Lewin.
The chaos is in range with a couple of armies here, so we can't just go in. Oh, finally.
Priestess of the Lady.
There's Sky.
Lord
We're gonna have to have two
Botonia.
here, huh?
Do you know who I am?
A little bit extra healing with this man is
strength and
fine.
wisdom are yours.
I have seen your heart.
This one is knowledgeable. She can stay here for now.
Honor before glory.
Well, apparently there's a bug currently in the game that can break your game with Godric and Felix. I don't want to risk it. The incursion in Tirnok in Eastern Oblast. Well, Eastern Oblast is no surprise. Tirnok might be a good thing, if it's not chaos. Hoping at least 3 attacks on Lewin. But they might not have the room, the moment. Well, currently it's only Lewin here and a couple of smaller armies. We really need a second army here. They're not attacking Lewin. They're going west. Makes me wonder how many armies have went into the Nagarat. Is that Hotum's column? Doesn't look like it's rats anymore. Looks like most of the puppets is now in the Southlands. Some of them went back into the Lastria as well. This is bad here. So they do have Hotum's column. So looks like they're getting 4 of here and here. They did lose some military. Clan Rictus has 1 settlement.
Of the deep warrens.
We're down to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 allies. And somehow the Sentinels and the Lorne Forest are still alive. Falmor's being alive doesn't surprise me because they're fleeing, but they should die any turn now.
Valiant Lord, it shall be so.
What would you have of me? I will be rewarded.
No, scum! Your demise is certain. No. Never. You fool!
Protector of the realm. Blessings of the Lady be upon you. My reputation precedes me. Glory awaits. My strength and wisdom are yours. For now, yes. Leaving.
Asinine mortal.
Yeah, this is good, this is good.
Never.
We have to guard this area. Look at the trade we're getting. Nearly 10,000. And this is where they blockaded. When the Lorne Forest goes down, they'll send the armies on the north. 3 are getting recruited here. The Emperor can still get a lot of armies, they just lost the initial stuff here.
The lady's chosen.
There is nothing else here, wow. Where is everybody?
The nation calls. King Lewin Leoncoeur. I am the blood of Gilles. The lady wills it! Who calls? You seek the lady's favor? By the light of the lady. King Louis Leoncoeur. I shall prevail.
I'm not happy with auto-resolving 4 of them at once. The all 4 could be dead in one auto-resolve. If we fight, they just disperse, huh? If I auto-resolve 4, we might take unpredictable damage on 2 units. If I don't auto-resolve, they don't get destroyed. Most of them will just scatter. I guess we'll fight this. Do as much damage as we can. Lightning Strike is just not good enough to destroy only one army. Auto could have been fine, with a chance of one unit taking heavy damage.
King of Bretonia! King Louis Leoncoeur! Battle ready! What do you need?
So there's some reinforcements here and here, so we strike here. We don't want to spread around and surround it, we just want to make sure we just get a mosh pit.
King Louis Leoncoeur! Your command!
I serve the lady. It is done.
To victory! I see!
Still haven't put a healing potion there.
Loyal and true! Paladin of Bretonia! Protector of Bretonia! Hail!
For the lady! Moving at base! Trample them! As you say! Immediately! Yes! Charge!
Sure as the fool!
For Britannia!
Honor and duty!
Great knights! Wreck them!
Priestess of the lady. My lady, grant me your sight.
Yes! To my banner! The lady wills it! My blade is yours! We are ready!
You require magic?
You require magic.
We are ready!
Victory is assured! The lady's chosen!
Green Guardians!
To victory!
There's a downhill.
Four Knights!
Awaiting orders!
For the King! At speed!
Attack! Paladin of Bretonia! Ready for battle!
Oh shit, they're just trading to this area.
Ever faithful! Annihilate them! King Louis!
To victory!
Daughter of Bretonia. I see much.
Battle ready! The lady wills it! Defend Bretonia! It shall be! Show us the foe! Take the ground! Annihilate them!
Anon.
Slay them! What do you need?
We are ready!
Oh, did I forget? Massacre!
Attack!
Your command!
Orders! Slay them!
Priestess of the lady.
Noble Knights!
Hero of Bretonia!
Cover them!
Cut them down! Charge!
Priestess of the Lady!
Hey! Ready! Drive them down!
We serve the lady!
Vanquish them!
Attack!
It is her will!
Grail Guardians!
Moving the base! Glory Corps!
Annihilate! Quickly! Attack! For the king! Break them!
Priestess of the Lady!
Show us the fool!
For Britannia!
Smite them! Victory awaits!
My gifts are yours!
Post haste! Hastily! The lady wills it!
Damsel! A base! Power of the Lady!
For the king! At once! My blade is yours!
Elich!
Battle ready!
My paladins are nowhere near as strong as yours. What mods are you using? Thanks.
Yes! Write them down!
Does the Green Knight retain items given to him throughout the spawns? No. He loses all the items, so you make sure to unequip him with items of always on the one turn before he goes. We can march back to Kislev. We killed a lot of them though, 3,800. Outer Resolve would have killed them all at the chance of killing some of the units. Maybe like 2 Grail Guardians and a Damsel to half health. Still unpredictable.
I am the blood of Gilles. I ride.
Know who I am?
You've any idea who this guy is? Any idea?
My strength and wisdom are yours. Sallying forth. Leaving. Going forth. Very well, I go. Very well, if you insist.
So, looks like my...
I see the wind.
I have no idea where the Marauder went actually. The Chaos Rebels here, not good. Not good.
Hi, Elven Arch.
It looks like they won here, beautiful.
Do you know who I am? Death to the
We'll
enemy!
take it now. What the hell? 629 casualties? Damn. Expect anybody to get killed here.
Faith is my armor. My reputation precedes me. I will indulge you. Blessings of the lady be upon you.
There's a resource here, pretty good for now.
Lord.
This is actually quite a nasty spot. I guess we can stay close to the whale.
Protector of the realm. It shall be so.
I have seen your heart.
She get a taskmaster yet?
What is your behest?
She did, she did.
It shall come to pass.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
There's one going around here.
Very well, if you insist. Attack! My reputation precedes me.
I have seen your heart. I have seen the way.
Man, there's a lot of shit here. Another armory. What's the armor at the Grell Guardians now?
Warrior.
144 armor and increasing. 146 soon. Oh, actually we'll lose Conquarta, so it's gonna be 144 still. Okay, we're gonna save here. Who's attacking me here? You? Who? You?
For Bretonia!
We're not giving them city easily. Unless they start us out, they're gonna have to fight us, kill us all to take this city. Game saved here, boys. We'll continue later. See you guys next time.